Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at that full moon in Sagittarius that is happening, I believe, all the way around the world on June 14th. Here in the United States, it happens at 7:52 a.m. Eastern Time. Please adjust for your time zone. I don't know how to do that. So we're going to use the 9-card spread. We're going to look at the past, the present, the future, thoughts, feelings, and actions. The nice thing about the future is nothing is set in stone. Your current actions and thoughts dictate the future. And so if you don't like it, you can change it. If you like it, keep doing what you're doing, right? So overall energy here, we have the bird's nest. Nice. Just as a side note, as I'm recording this, the moon is currently in Virgo, so this reading might be really comfortable for you, as in the way I present things. All right, so, wow, okay. Well, you know, I haven't told anybody before that if they didn't like what was going on, they could change it. And now I see why they had me say that. Okay. Okay. Wow. So, overall energy, the bird's nest. The bird's nest is community, is feeling at home, and it is family. And so it seems to be that there is something that is making you feel like that is not as it should be. There's something that's uncomfortable, feels disorganized, feels not in flow, doesn't feel safe and comfy. It doesn't feel cozy, is what it doesn't feel cozy. I think that's the way we're going to go. So, in the recent past, so over the course of the winter, or you feel like things have been freezing you out, or so if you're in a relationship, you feel like you're not really having access, like you're being frozen out of a community. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, for instance, say you have a friends group and you've ticked somebody off and all of a sudden everybody acts like you don't exist. That feels like that kind of energy. It could happen within a family. It could happen within a Facebook group. It could happen, you know, on the schoolyard. It could happen anywhere. And I just want to say that when people do that, 9 out of 10 times, there's one person that is the leader of the pack and everybody else is following along because they don't want to be the next victim. So that doesn't actually mean that everybody feels that way about you. It doesn't change your experience, but I just want you to not get down on yourself. So what you are being encouraged to do is to lift yourself up. You're being encouraged. Things get transformed because things are up in the air. I feel like a higher perspective. That's why they're telling, okay. So a higher perspective, a higher vantage point. Not everybody is against you, but somebody who's very much a vocal person, very much a bully could be causing this. Because in the heart space, we've got the recent past, your ship was on fire. I feel like you were under attack is what it feels like. Like while you were looking in, you know, to the future, somebody was sneak attacking you. Like you were looking over here and over here, they came in behind. And so the challenge has been the healing. We have Archangel Raphael, but when it's in a challenge position, the archangels are not challenges. The archangels are the solution. So in the area of what needs to be healed, call an Archangel Raphael to help heal you, to help heal the situation, to picture the beautiful emerald green energy that he's carrying there, covering all of the situation that's involved, everything that is making you feel uncomfortable. Now, it could be that it was something that happened to your home, like that was physical damage in the storm, something like that, actual house fire. And again, there needs to be a healing, but this really feels emotional because Archangel Raphael is here. The key to the situation, we have the Queen of Scrolls, and the Queen of Scrolls is in the reverse. They're telling me to go to the book. So I'm going to the book. They want me to read the Queen of Swords. Queen of Scrolls is a woman of a higher mind. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She's in the reverse. That higher perspective. The key to the situation is gaining a higher perspective, to see things from a higher vantage point. Because here the action is the Queen of Keys, but again, she's in the reverse, and look at her. She's standing up on her balcony, surveying all the land as far as she can see. She has a higher perspective, but she's in the reverse. This is in the reverse. Things are up in the air. That's how you transform the situation. Whatever is going on, you need a higher vantage point. You need a spiritually higher vantage point. You need maybe a physically higher vantage point. You need to look at things with a objectively and compassionately. Compassion for yourself and compassion for others. What is compassion? Compassion is when you say, I see the pain, but I don't live in the pain. I see your pain. I care that you are in pain, but you don't get sucked into the pain. So it's literally caring about somebody and something without having the emotional attachment to the situation. And when you're up in the air, you're not emotionally attached, right? You're untethered. And you can see things higher and farther and better. And you get a clearer picture. And so there's a need to really elevate. I love the outcome. It's just getting there is really hard. So in the future, we've got the King of Roses. The King of Roses is in the reverse. And the King of Roses, when he's in the upright, is very much, it feels more like almost a combination of the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups kind of energy. It's this, I've made my choice, I choose you, I'm moving toward you, but it's a very mature energy. When it's in the reverse and it's in your thought process, this feels very emotionally unbalanced, and it's like your emotions are not exactly removed enough from a situation. And so again, the current situation is that you need a higher vantage point. If you follow the advice, you can turn this up, right? And then use your intuition and be in a more compassionate, caring area. And I also want to really say to pour that compassion all over yourself. People don't always get us, right? They don't. And people will say things like, especially because you're Virgo, right? In Virgo, I have such strong Virgo placements. And people say things like, oh, you just always have to be right, or you just always have to have it your way, or, you don't need everything so organized. Well, they're not you, and maybe you do. And by the way, I don't have to be right. I just often am. Which didn't go over so well with my Taurus sun. But here's the thing. I know who I am. Know who you are. You have a way of seeing the world and understanding how things fit together in a way that makes sense. That is a superpower. And other people will scramble around going, gosh, I wish I could just get organized. I wish I could be organized. And you can naturally do that if you're a Virgo sun. If you're a Virgo rising, I feel that quite often you spend time wanting to be organized and feeling like you should be organized. And you keep organizing things, but you never feel like things are organized enough. Give yourself a break. And if it works today, great. It might not work tomorrow. And creation comes out of chaos. So just be gentle with yourself. Being able to put systems in place that work most of the time are great. But they don't have to work 100% of the time. Because then if there's no wiggle room, there's no room for chaos and creation. On the other hand, if everything is chaos, then what's being created is more chaos. So I'm not a fan of that either. You know, I really want you to trust yourself, because here in the heart space moving forward, we have the King of Keys, which is very much Virgo energy. It's very earthy, right? But he's in the reverse. Here he's moving forward slowly, and he knows who he is, and he's confident, and he's just riding through what he owns. And he's very comfortable in the heart space, very solid in who he is. But when it's in the reverse, then he is second guessing and looking back at all the things he should have done, and the ship that's burning, and oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I dropped the ball. And so look forward. So again, it's in the future. We can turn it around. What I love here is the outcome. So here we have the Buddha, and the Buddha is in reverse. And I don't want you to worry about that, because this is when you manifest. And we have the Queen of Forces, who understands that she controls everything through her thoughts and her own sense of belief and self-worth. And so you can completely manifest into your world whatever you want. The time for meditation is over. It's time to take action. That's what this says when it's in the reverse. This says, I manifest and create my thoughts, my intuition, that's the moon, my emotions, the water, and the sun are the actions I take. So what you are thinking about and what you are feeling manifest, and the actions that you take make the difference. One thing I do like about this Queen in reverse currently is she is looking to the future. I like that. But she definitely needs a higher perspective. I think that's it. I don't think we need to clarify anything. I feel like they gave a very clear message. I'm on Facebook every day if you'd like to check that out. I do the astrology and energy for the day. This is a little 4-minute video. I'd love to see you there. If you're still watching, hit the thumbs up. I super appreciate you helping this little channel grow. And I'll be back next week. I'll see you guys then.